All right, man. So again, man, I just want to thank you so much for your time. Like I said, off camera, man, it's really a pleasure to have this time to interview you, man. I just wanted to ask you a couple of questions today, but just so the audience knows, we have Darris Robbins here from Mic Check Global, man. We've been blessed with the opportunity to speak with him and have a little bit of his time today. So I just wanted you, if you can, just introduce yourself to the audience, just a little bit about your background and kind of, where you're from and kind of just your whole connection to the whole marketing aspect of music.
Yes, sir. So I'm based out of Atlanta, but I'm from St. Louis, Missouri. I've been doing marketing since 2012. I started Mike Tech Global 2013, and we've been at this thing, man, for 11 years. It's going to be 11 years November 27th of this year. So it's an awesome journey. I started marketing myself as an artist first,
Okay.
but I discovered that it wasn't for me, and I focused more so on marketing for artists, businesses, producers, studio owners. I'm actually going to be rolling out marketing for producers to sell more beats, and also studio engineers to book more sessions. So we're going to be marketing for everything in the music business, music industry here soon. So, but that's how we started, man. And yeah, we're gonna keep the thing rolling.
All right, man. That's great, man. That's great to hear, man. I know you've been around for a while and we have worked in the past. I
Yes,
slacked
sir.
on my end, so I gotta, keep it 100. And I even said on the interview, I slacked on my end and didn't stay consistent, but I can
Yes, sir.
vouch and say that the marketing service did work for me. So definitely wanted to commend you for that. Just real quick, first question I just wanted to jump into, man. So you did speak on you being an artist. What was it kind of that made you not want to pursue being an artist? Was it just more so the industry, what comes with the industry, or was it just more so you've seen something more lucrative within the business side of marketing and things of that nature?
I actually don't like recording my music.
Mm.
I don't like the whole recording aspect, the whole studio aspect. You know, it takes forever to write a song, but you got to create a lot of songs. So it just wasn't for me.
Okay.
You know, I don't really like the artist side of the music business because you have to constantly record, and recording was just something I didn't like to do. Writer's block, all that stuff. It just wasn't for me, you know.
Okay.
But I could do marketing every day. You
Right.
know, I just found that that's my calling more so than my talent. You know, because a lot of people have
Okay.
talent, but that doesn't mean that that's their calling. Because
Right.
you know, we as melanated people, we're talented in a lot of things. We got every melanated person got one or two people in their family that can sing super good. That don't mean
Right.
that's their calling to be an artist. You
Right.
see what
No,
I'm saying?
100%.
They just they
100%.
just gifted and talented to sing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of artists kind of get that confused because you know we tell them about marketing and they don't want to do marketing. They just want to drop music. I'm like, well, that's not what an artist does. You just like making music.
Right.
An artist
Exactly.
has to. An artist's livelihood is people knowing their art.
Right.
So if people don't
100%.
know your art, you're not gonna be able to make money. You're
Right.
not an artist. You just this is just a hobby or a side hustle or not a side hustle, a hobby, expensive hobby, or just a talent.
Right.
You know, but
100%.
marketing is my calling. So that's why I focus more so on it and left the music creation part on the side or left it alone. Period. Yeah.
Okay. Cool, man.
Yes,
I
sir.
wanted to ask you, second question was just like from your opinion and from what you've seen based on, the results that you've seen from the marketing aspect, from the back end of that, what platforms do you feel um artists have received more success, whether that be Spotify, Apple Music, whether it's YouTube, just from
Hmm.
what you've seen in artists that you've worked with, because you've worked with major artists as well. So, is it Spotify? Is it more so Apple Music? Is it YouTube or any other platform per se that you've seen more success or artists have more success with?
YouTube.
YouTube.
I've seen more artists have success with YouTube than any platform. The reason being is because um, YouTube is visual, right?
Right.
So being that it's visual, you can have more people, you know, actually look and see what the artist they like looks like, how they dress, their swag, you know, their just overall aura. They can see
Mhm.
it through a music video, so it's more bonding. So
Right.
somebody's watching you for 3 to 4 minutes, and then they
Okay.
watch another video for another 3 to 4 minutes. So the visuals are very important, and it displays what your music is about. So music video has always been, since Michael Jackson, Thriller has always been the main, um, one of the main pillars of an artist having a fan base is their music video. So YouTube,
Okay.
number one, Instagram,
Okay.
TikTok, uh, is right in there because it's visual as well.
Right.
So you're getting many music videos with
Hmm.
YouTube, I'm sorry, with Instagram and TikTok, which is why YouTube has shorts. So artists out
Right.
there definitely use your shorts. So whatever you post
Okay.
on Instagram, TikTok, post it on YouTube short as well. Because it's a mini music video. After that, um you have Spotify
Okay.
as the fourth thing. And this is an artist who's just starting out, who's trying to figure out this whole thing. And YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, TikTok and Instagram are kind of
Like
like
neck and neck.
a not really, because if you don't know how to make TikTok specific content, because
Mhm.
TikTok has its own algorithm that's different from other social media. If you don't know how to post like a TikToker, it can kind of be counterproductive.
Okay.
Um, but if you're an artist that really thrives on Instagram, then Instagram will be number one over YouTube. But I'm just gonna say YouTube because it's a music video and that's where you put the full video. I'm gonna say that's number one. Instagram, TikTok, depending on your genre. And then you have Spotify because it's the biggest streaming platform for audio. Um, and then I would say all the other streaming platforms, Apple Music, all those other ones. And then you have SoundCloud. Then you have Facebook at the very bottom, in my opinion, because Facebook more so is for family and friends.
Okay. All
So
right.
being that it's for family and friends, it's not really a platform where um, artists can really connect with people like that.
Okay.
Because to grow your Facebook fan page, you pretty much have to be famous at this point.
Right.
Because Facebook doesn't really promote an artist's post to their followers. It's really like a family, friends only platform for the most part. So, yeah.
Okay.
I would say Facebook is
Lastly,
at the bottom. Yeah.
okay, just real quick, just to touch on that, would you say X or slash Twitter is a necessity for artists, or you think it's more so a waste of time, just from your opinion, what you've seen in artists you work with?
Right. I forgot about Twitter. So think about Twitter, and all these social media platforms, the content that you make isn't necessarily going to be the exact same content that you make on each platform. So with Twitter, um, you can use, different pictures and video and actual tweets to get your message across. But it's about, is your tweets hitting the explore page to then
Mhm.
attract followers? So
Okay.
you would have to actually reply to a lot of people's Twitter pages, and it's a lot of work. So
Okay.
really, people's Twitters grow when they become famous too.
Okay.
People just
Makes a
just
lot of
start following
sense.
their Twitter. Yeah. So starting out, I wouldn't recommend just focusing on going on Twitter.
Perfect, man. Follow-up question I had was, so do you think artists, and I know that and I've heard briefly kind of what your answer is, but I want to hear the official answer. So do you think artists should be buying followers to bring in actual followers, like because we know that numbers do count, numbers do matter, even though people try to say that it doesn't, whether that's streams, followers, views. Don't you think, or do you think that artists should be buying those things, or do you think it's more so should be due to marketing, or leave it to marketing for the following aspect?
Okay. I don't recommend buying followers. I recommend getting marketing. The rest of the artist was to work with us. Um, but I would say for the most part, people buy followers because they don't know that a marketing company like us exists that can
Right.
help them bring in real followers. But if you buy followers, they won't bring you followers because you're not hitting the explore page with your content. Content is
Right.
how you gain your followers. But I will say, if you buy followers and your whole mission is to impress people that already know you, then you're only going to impress the circle of people that already know you, which
Right.
means, um, you know, you're not really going to, grow because only those people know you. So it's counterproductive.
I
Yeah.
understand that completely. Completely understand that. Definitely. The next question I had though was, how do you deal with, and I've seen this briefly as
So,
well.
okay.
I've seen this briefly. How do you deal with like criticism of, specific artists or artists that you've worked with in the past, or just people? Because I see you on Instagram Live talking with artists and stuff like that, and they feel like maybe the service isn't helping them grow as much as they would expect to. And that's even saying that, they're not even on the actual plan, because you have specific plans that are based on the budget and the prices that you have set. But then sometimes you also give out a special, you may have a special going on at a price, at a reasonable price, to help artists just get kind of a starting point. How do you deal with that, when it comes to your business and stuff like that?
So somebody's just grunting about how the services work, basically.
Yeah, kind of just, but it's coming from a naive perspective. It's more so I didn't think it was gonna bring me the success or the growth that I thought it would. But at the same time, you're giving them something that is going to help them within the budget that they have, which may not necessarily be the budget, if you run a special or something like that. And I'm not saying you do that often,
Yeah.
but I'm just saying it just for those times that you do have those specials going.
I just try to be as positive as possible and I try to educate the artist as much as I can. Um, because people pay for whatever they want
Right.
at the end of the day,
Yeah.
So if somebody pays for shoes and they have 30 pair of shoes, 30 pair of Jordans already,
Mhm.
and it's like $100 and some, and then they go to the club and spend $50, $60, $100, then they
Yeah.
get something to smoke and they spend
Yeah.
$200 for something to smoke, and then they go get another shirt for the club. They looking at like
Right.
almost $1,000.
Right.
So so um it's really about if they want it or they don't. Because
Yeah.
if you want it, then you would understand that you have to put money towards it. You have to water the seed, and you have to water
Right.
the seed with your money if you want
Right.
it to grow. So whatever you pay attention to is what you're spending your money on. So if you're
Right.
paying attention to going to the club, hanging out with people, smoking, drinking, you paying attention to that, that's where your money is going. You're paying for that.
Right.
But if you're
Right.
paying attention to how to become a bigger artist, then you would pay to become a bigger artist. You would pay for
Right.
marketing strategies and you would pay for techniques to expose your music to more people, which costs money, but you're paying attention to it enough to where okay, I need to pay for it. If an artist
Right.
understands that they need to pay for it because they're paying attention to it, they will grow. So I only
Right.
focus on artists who get that point. Other artists who
Right.
don't, they just don't. You know what I'm saying? Which
Right.
is fine. But yeah, it is what it is. But I was gonna say too, bro. I don't want this thing to die, so I got about 5 minutes left
Okay.
on this computer. Just
No
let you know,
problem.
heads up.
No, you fine. We could wrap it up. I just got two quick questions for you. So, just
Yeah.
to spin off the question that you said or what you just answered. So, what message do you have for artists that maybe right now they don't have a budget? They're looking and wanting to work in the future. What advice can you give them to get themselves prepared to have that budget to be able to work with you and be able to market in the future?
Um. What What was the last part of that question?
Just like what kind of
Like,
advice would you give an artist that is wanting to work with you guys, wanting to work with your service? They may not
mhm.
have the budget right now today.
Just be okay. That's fine. Just be open minded to doing something different. Be open minded to, okay, let me put $50 a week to the side for this. Let me put $100 a week to the side. You got to figure out, what do I need to limit in my budget to fit what I need. So if you're going to
Okay.
the studio, go to the studio once a month instead of once every couple of weeks. Record less music so you can afford to
Okay.
market the music that's already out.
Right.
Market a song. Whenever you're about to start, market one single for 3 months. Put out a video every 3 to 6 months, and just budget. Once you put a money to the side and create an opportunity fund, now
Right.
when the opportunity presents itself, you have the money for it. So if you don't have the
Right.
money right now, $20 a week to the side, fifty
Right.
dollars a week to the side. That's strictly music related.
Right.
Stack you up some money, a couple $1,000, and that's something you can start with. $1,000,
Okay.
$500 a month. Just start putting money to the side for opportunity. That's the
Okay.
first thing.
Okay. All right. Last
Yes, sir.
question I have before we get up out of here, man. Do you think artists should be focused on image or more so the music? And does the music matter? Because you're such a good marketer. I mean, does the music? I mean, of course, the quality has to be somewhat good, but we see artists with terrible quality music and they're still
Yeah.
able to build a fan base. Should they be focused on the craft and the music, or should it more so be focused on the image to align with that marketing? What kind of is more important when it comes to that?
Less is more. So artists focusing on their craft, they're gonna spend a lot of money in the studio. So you can work on your craft and spend $2,000 in the studio making a lot of songs, trying to figure it out, and don't have $2,000 to $10,000 to market the song that you crafted based on you working on your craft. So it's like
Right,
a sculptor, let's say somebody is a painter who spent
right,
30 days painting something, but he can't sell it
right.
because nobody knows of his painting.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with an artist. So you can have an artist who crafted the best song, but they just don't have an outlet to uh have the art be exposed.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Makes tons of sense.
So
All
they
right,
they,
man.
they
Well,
gotta have a budget for marketing so their art can be appreciated.
okay. I
Yes,
appreciate you,
sir.
man. I just want to thank you so much for your time, man. We definitely gonna work. We
We're
worked in
gonna
the
do part
past.
two, man. We're gonna do part
Yeah.
two. I'm out here for my birthday, man. So I'm in Florida right now. So I gotta get back to some festivities, man. We're gonna definitely do a part two when I get back to Atlanta.
All right, man. Perfect, man. I was just gonna say, just let the audience know where they can find you. I'm pretty sure they know where to find you, but go ahead and just let
Yeah.
them know where they can find you, everywhere they can follow you, man.
Yes, sir. Spike Check Global, MIC, then check, then global on all platforms, Instagram. If you have any questions, shoot us a DM. And I appreciate you, bro, for inviting me, bro.
All right, man. I appreciate you as well, man. Have a great one and happy birthday as well, man. Thank you.
Thanks, bro.